Yeah, so I think this is the spot, man, just over this roll.
Arc'teryx athlete Austin Ross points out a line to photographer Reuben Krabbe on Whistler Mountain.
On the skier's right is looking better probably for this shot. I noticed this little pillow line that ends on a cat track that I've been skiing my whole life, but I'd never really looked up.
At first glance, the two may appear as if they're hidden away in the backcountry, but they actually work in bounds today as they ready for the ultimate photography showdown, the Deep Winter Photo Challenge.
Photography's really stepped up because of these competitions, because it takes something creative and puts it in a competitive format. It ends up making people really work to the full capacity of what they're able to do.
That was fun.
Last year, Reuben took third place as well as Best Picture with imagery such as this. And judges weren't the only ones won over by his work. Austin, who skied for another Deep Winter competitor last year, approached Reuben, which led to other great successes.
The first thing that I noticed was a lot of like the tones and colors and the kind of ambience of his photos. It's like a really kind of deep personal feeling. We started the season pretty strong. We had a 2-page spread in the gallery of Powder magazine. We also had a 2-page spread in Free Skier magazine in the Resort Guide.
This Western Academy of Photography graduate came to Whistler only a year and a half ago, specifically to cultivate his craft. Already his sacrifice of living in a van for a season has paid off, with his images in Powder, Backcountry and Skiing magazines, just to name a few. This 22-year-old rising star also won the 2012 Deep Summer Photo Challenge and has had his work published in mountain biking magazines across the globe.
The two sides of my career are skiing and mountain biking, and they dance back and forth with the seasons. For this one, I think you can come across this bench here. You can learn some aspects from one and bring it to the other as well.
The Deep Winter experience will be very different from his magazine one. Reuben will be pitted against 4 other photographers with only 3 days to shoot in bounds on Whistler Blackcomb Mountains. Restricted in format, creativity and skill will be needed to adapt to weather conditions and public settings.
That shot is actually shot right in Whistler Bowl itself. Because the sun is in such a low angle in the sky during this part of the winter, it's always just skimming across the tops of the mountains, and it's actually just skiing a relatively groomed run.
A scene people will often overlook becomes a heightened moment in a click. Snow, sleet, or ice, Reuben finds that magic.
It's going against some of your natural inclinations. You go out in the worst weather. You drive the Sea to Sky Highway when it's at its worst condition. What is that passion? What is that drive? That to me is Deep Winter.
From Whistler, I'm Nicole Fitzgerald for Shaw TV.